sorry for the interruption. But yeah, so intelligence, higher self, knowledge, and elemental magic on the bottom. Okay, during the pre-shuffle, I'm also getting this energy of being in a position of power, emotional intelligence, and authority. Okay, in your heart center, creating something, finding the balance in some situation. And this could be you or someone else who is dealing with an imbalance in your family or something that connects with your higher self or your highest version, your highest path. But that's the energy that I was getting. So Sagittarius placements, this is a reading for you. This could be your energy. This could be the energy of someone you're connecting to, or the circumstances you're reading to play out from the perspective of the cross watcher. This is a timeless reading. It's also very general, so take what resonates only and let the rest go. Understand that this is not a gender specific message, and that time and energy are fluid, and that this is not a, well, whatever. After a while, you just get switched up on that. So let's go ahead and get some divine guidance for this message. All-knowing source, divine spirit, archangels, guides, ancestors, ascended masters, being above, my higher self, my collective team of the highest light and resonance, star races, star family. Allow me to be the clear channel. Show me clearly what I need to see for Sagittarius placements. Allow me to be the clear channel and show me clearly the most important and the most healing messages for those who need them the most. Thank you so much. What's the divine guidance? What's the divine guidance? Okay. We have sex magic here. Okay. The divine guidance for this message is sex magic. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have conjure. All right. There could be someone that's trying to connect with your sexual energy, but they cannot because you're in a balanced state. Your sacral energy is, you own it. You own your sacral energy. And there could be this urging from your higher self to Arahuna wa Asaduna wa Asaduna Arahuna wa Arahuna wa Asaduna Arahuna wa Asaduna Arahuna Arahuna Asaduna wa Asaduna Arahuna Arahuna wa Asaduna wa Asaduna Arahuna. It's my body is my spirit is my body. Okay, so there could be this urgence to, or this urging of your higher self to connect with your body in a very physical way. Okay, for some of you, you could be very much in touch with your higher self through meditation or other ways of connecting, but there could be something that's, bringing the mind and the heart to the body and everything. So, sex magic. Let's see. Okay. Sex magic. The use of sexual energy, notably orgasm, for manifestation. So this is coming out because someone may be using this type of magic to manifest. You could be being encouraged to do this in whatever way works for you. Okay, take it how it resonates. Spiritual experiences are not reserved solely for spiritual planes, as nirvana and bliss can be experienced in the physical. The body can feel divine energies coursing through it and can even create the sensations of them. The natural release of endorphins, serotonin, and dopamine result in powerful, pleasurable sensations. These happy hormones are responsible for your feeling good within your body and even for feeling good and connected with others. Oxytocin is the happy hormone that's released during hugging and an orgasm that is known for increasing feelings of love and bonding. From engaging in certain physical acts, from smiling, hugging, and lovemaking, you can promote true love for yourself and others. All right, this card goes into all the ways to manifest explosive orgasms and even on the negative side of what someone could be doing to try and manifest or connect with your energy. This came out in the upright position, so we're going to kind of skip over some of that and go right into the keywords. This came out in the upright position, so some of those keywords are self-love, masturbation, tantra, orgasm, Venus, flowers, love spells, fixation, yearning, ecstasy, Holy Spirit, medical mediumship, empath, timeless, surrender, and possession. Now, some of these shadow aspects you want to be mindful of in others or maybe even within yourself. Sex addict, reserved, prudish, sexual abuse, shame, seizures, and transgender. Okay, so interesting where this reading could be going with the Gemini new moon. So a lot of mental energy, mental connection. The enemy is never who you think it is. The enemy is your doubts, your fears, your worries, indecision. And again, the key word here is manifestation. We are working with a new moon. A new moon in Gemini is Mercury. It is the magician. It is, as within, so is without. As above, so is below. Okay, so manifestation. The bird has wings maybe the bird has wings not because it needs to fly, or the bird doesn't have wings in order to fly. Like the wings came before the bird, or the wings came because this predisposition to fly. But maybe the bird has wings because of its desire to fly. The ability or the knowing that everything in the universe is working to fulfill your every desire And your sheer demand, command, and belief in what you can attract is training your subconscious to bring it in. So maybe the bird has wings because it desired wings, and then they came. Food for thought. But sex magic is the divine guidance. Let's see what's going on. What is this all about? So it could be someone in the energy that is having some sort of ego death. Doing a lot with the spirit of enchantment to try and break through some sort of barrier, to connect with your sexual energy, to connect with you. And I feel like there's something about a cult or community that has failed to have access, to gain access. So there is this energy of no longer being able to believe something about oneself, right? It's like an ego death. It's like a disintegration of everything, right? I sent a message in the community tab yesterday about the new moon in Gemini, and it's almost like, you know, hitting all the keys and everything's just going out of whack. But all of the planets in Gemini, and then, you know, hitting all the keys and everything's just going out of whack. But all of the planets in Gemini,
encoded or downloaded. And there's something at the very root of this energy. Jupiter rules the sacral energy, and creative spark, and especially with, okay, yes, Jupiter's in Gemini right now, but it will be moving into Cancer. Especially some of you who have Jupiter in Cancer, you will be experiencing a Jupiter return, which could signify major transformation. 8th house is transformation. The 8th house is sex. The 8th house is death. The 8th house is relationships, higher sources, shared income. It's Scorpio. Why I say 8, it's because of another card we have here as number 17. It's an oracle, reduces to 8, but it doesn't matter what house it is for you if you are having a Jupiter return. Obviously, understanding what that house means is going to reflect more about what Jupiter will be bringing. To Cancer in this return. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. Why? Because Jupiter and the moon have a really good relationship. Now, obviously, if it's in the 8th house, then it's really going to hit home in terms of this center energy, the sex magic card, okay? I feel like that, like we already talked about, could mean several things, but I feel like there's a a deeper aspect that you are expanding into, that regards to, that pertains to something you have fought. It's spiritual warfare, but you've fought for the ownership of your powerful creative force. I feel like it's been a battle, okay, that you have won. Now, the fling energy, it can represent something that you were connected to or involved in, take it how it resonates, that I'm here for a good time, not a long time, something that was a fling, right? Something that was not meant to go the long haul, could have been deeply rooted into an aspect of your sacral energy. But with the fighter card here in the center, there's a battle that's been won. And now you're able to move into a new direction. The fling energy also, on the card, it has a cruise ship on water, and it's like fireworks. So I'm getting July energy. Something could have happened last July. Something could have happened, could be happening this July, where something is, again, the cruise ship being on water and explosions. This is really giving me the energy of Jupiter in Cancer. Something happening around the Leo new moon could have something to do with a Leo or a Cancer. But whatever this impermanence or whatever this battle that you have clearly won is taking you into a new direction, okay? There is this powerful manifestation energy here that, and for some of you, again, past energy, current energy, could be energy I'm picking up on in the future, but under the fling energy, we have the Six of Pentacles, so there could be something new, right? This could be something that's about to happen, okay? For some of you, it could be something that you've experienced shortly that took you into a transformative space, that you've had to fight for ownership of something that is very valuable, very powerful. And for some of you, you're moving into a space, especially if you have Jupiter in Cancer, if you have a Jupiter return in Cancer, in the 8th house or any house, take it how it resonates. It's very beneficial placement and time for all of us to connect and benefit from the gifts that Jupiter brings to Cancer in its exaltation. I feel like there could be someone, definitely could be a Taurus of significant, doesn't have to be, but there is this energy here of something that you're being pushed into that is new, that is exciting, that puts you in a position of reciprocity, of giving and taking in balance. You fought for this. You're being pushed into a new direction, okay? In this space, there is going to be an opportunity to connect with ancient wealth. That could be physical, that could be material, that can be spiritual. But there is stability here. Deep, deep stability that's coming. That's going to be projected out into the next 10 years for some of you. Okay? I'm also seeing some type of commitment or something that's very much a part of your wish fulfillment in terms of family, love, or, you know, all of your desires, your wishes, connected to stability, right? Because Jupiter in Cancer, it's going to be promoting. And of course, there's also aspects and squares, and this Jupiter in Cancer energy is going to very much be connecting with the Aries energy, because never before in our lifetime have we had this particular configuration with Jupiter in Cancer and all the planets right now that are in Gemini, but and also with the aspecting of Aries, Saturn in Aries, Neptune in Aries. So a lot of cardinal energy where things are moving forward and people are taking action, right? Saturn in Aries is also going to bring in the attention, also the spark, also the passion, which could go either way, but things are going to be shaken up with family here. Okay, Cancer, 4th house. Again, things will be expanding in these areas, and that could represent homes, feminine energies. Travel. And with Jupiter over all of it, it's very much collective. It's very much spiritual, your spiritual path, as well as Jupiter manifests itself in the material, okay? There's a lot of protection around anything for you that are in these cards, right? There's something here about being pushed into something that takes you out of your pride. It takes you out of what you, again, all of the Aries energy, Neptune, Saturn, you know, aspecting Jupiter and Cancer and all these other energies that I'm seeing in your reading that's pushing you into this new exciting space of ownership of your creativity, of your gifts, pushing you into a new direction on this new path. There are going to be things brought up that force masks off. There's something about showing your true face, not allowing something from your past or something that is not true you to color your self-worth or to wrap your self-esteem and ego in it, okay? There's something that you're letting go of, and it could just be some layer that's shedding, a layer of pretentiousness, a layer of humility. Maybe it's okay to not be so humble or to not be so willing or to not be so politically correct or not to be so engaging or not to be so forgiving. It's balance. We're being shown our shadows so that we can integrate it for a final wave. Okay? Because we don't want to be robbed. There's the end of some sort of exploitation, unfairness, like we mentioned. Someone and the ignorance is bliss energy can no longer get away with being ignorant. It's no longer bliss. The energies that could pass and float through the cracks when Neptune was in Pisces and Saturn was in Pisces, everything is more personal and everything is felt more profoundly. So there's going to be more immediate accountability. And again, we're not going to talk too much on the Jupiter and Cancer energy, but it's coming through in this reading very strong. All of June, especially the middle and toward the end of June, you're going to be confronted with where you were 12 years ago. 12 years ago. There's a Jupiter return every 12 years. So whether you have literal Jupiter in Cancer or whether you have Jupiter in some other sign, we all can reflect on the themes of Jupiter and Cancer and see exactly how that affected us, where we were 12 years ago and how we have evolved, okay? So this new direction here is bringing back something that, again, you were fighting for, or I'm hearing petty larceny or petty theft. This could be over lifetimes. But you're moving into a space where you're getting your memory back. A commemoration of sorts. A remembrance. And for many of you, this is some type of cathartic reunion of your higher self, aspects of your higher self, your soul family, your star family, light codes. There may be even an aspect of something that you're remembering differently, which is going to open up the channels for some type of, again, reunion. This fling or this fighter energy could be you, or this could be someone that's fighting for an opportunity with you, all right, to bring balance to you, to give and take with you, okay? Something is designed to activate the sacral energy and bring in some sort of duality between the shadow and the light, okay? This is a period of coming out of isolation, dullness, disappointment, something that has just been sterile or dull or lackluster, right? It's because certain aspects were hidden or siphoned. It's like an aspect of you is being activated or waking up. Many of you are about to go into new positions, or you have a new guide coming in that is going to be helping you to develop certain aspects of your clairs, claircognizance, clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, okay? Some of you are just going to be starting a new position where you're training, you're developing very beneficial skills that are going to be very prevalent in your success over the next 10 years, okay? There's a lot of luck, okay? I see also a check that's not even written out. So limitless potential in this new venture, in this new connection. Jackpot fortune and big rewards are coming your way through some type of partnership or collaboration. Number 47 reduces to 11. Something is going to be bringing you joy through interaction, okay? And friendships. There is something that you may do. This could be for work or on your spiritual path, but it's like this resistance I'm feeling. But what they're saying is that it's part of your spiritual path. It's both. There's something that you're going to be doing that is both. And yes, for some of you, I'm hearing a resistance to this. Like, no, yes. There will be friendships. There will be divine friendships with individuals who are on your frequency wavelength and vibration. There's something about self-indulgence that is needed, okay? And again, we talked about the sex magic energy. It's on all different levels, okay? There could be someone coming in, or there's like a magical tantric experience that you are meant to experience with this individual that is going to activate the both of you. Again, could be a twin flame union or connection. Someone here is right at the center of this red, this fighter energy. Someone has a very powerful sacral chakra energy, and it's someone can activate Kundalini energy at will, okay? That's for some of you, not all of you. But again, in some cases, this is very sexual, but in a powerful, spiritually divine way. And then in some cases, this is just vulnerability, self-love. This is connecting with others, coming out of a space of isolation and connecting with others. And this is what's protected. This is what groups, cults, dissolved twin flames, karmic energies have been preying on for a long time. And with this shift, that can no longer be done. That can no longer be done. The opposition, the resistance is being forced to see aspects of truth that is so difficult. Many of these lower frequency beings, however they manifest in your reality, are taking themselves out of here. And I don't mean that literally. I just mean that the frequency, the energies, the way that things are shifting with 2025, moving through 2026 and into 2027, in this 9 year of the hermit, of the darkness, of the isolation, of the cosmic justice and universal law, karmic justice, endings and beginnings. These energies just cannot dwell in the frequency that Earth is emanating. So it's just part of their contract to disperse, to implode, to go back to source. And in some cases, this is not for everybody, and I'm not going to go too deep into it, but there are places as Gaia ascends higher and higher for certain beings, because we're moving into a new phase. 30 years from now, 3 decades from now, the collective frequency will be such that we are where we need to be, and we will start to see and embody our gifts and our abilities and accessing parts of our DNA real time. So 2026 is the end, really, of the world as we know it. All the outer planets will have moved into the places that they're meant to be for this frequency, for this space and time. In the Aquarian age. And it's a hard reset. It's the year of the wheel. It's a 10-year. And each individual soul will have made its choice. 2027, of course, is the year of justice. 11, reducing to 2, very spiritual, very subconscious, unconscious. Unions and reunions of cosmic proportions taking place. So that being said, you're protected from those who would love to stay in ignorance. It is no longer bliss for them. I guarantee you this. What's the fighter energy? The Queen of Cups. Feminine energy here. And again, in this photo, it's like the Queen of Cups is holding the cup, but it's like an offering. She's not looking at the cup, like in the traditional Rider-Waite, like focused on it. She's looking straight ahead. She's confident in what's in the cup. She's confident in what she shall receive or what she shall give. There are 2 supportive mermaids in the back of the Queen. So again, these are water deities, guides. These are supportive individuals in your life. This could represent 2 different creative projects or something that connects deeply with your spiritual path or your heart that you've been fighting for. Yeah. Underneath the Queen of Cups is the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords. Wow. It is divine timing, and there's a new venture, something that you're very focused on. Page of Pentacles, a new beginning. To what did we say? To live and to learn, to train, to experience, to develop. Okay? Again, definitely could be a form of a guide, an adventure, travel, a new position or job. This can have a lot to do with teaching, or this can have a lot to do with children. You've been fighting for your children, you've been fighting for your babies, you've been fighting for your creations, you've been fighting for something here that you have won the battle for. You're moving in a new direction, okay? The Page of Swords here, it represents this You know, something may be a challenge, something may be new, something may be a big sword to hold, but you are mentally capable with all of the energy in Gemini. Like I said, typing at all the keys, right? Something's going out of whack, something is overwhelming, but it is the precursor for, you know, you have to have disorder to have order, right? So there's some learning going on here. There's some studying going on here. But it's divine timing. You're excited. There's movement. There may have been a move, or there is movement, or there is going to be a move, or there is a lot of quick information coming in. It's divine timing for this, okay? There could be a Aries or a Sagittarius, someone with a very Mercury in Sag, 8 of Wands in reverse with 3 of Wands in reverse, blocked. So this is telling me that something cannot block your new endeavors. Something cannot affect your children. Something cannot affect your spiritual path or your creative projects here. This is divine grace at its finest. Your new direction is protected and it's sacred and it's safe. Because right underneath of this Mercury and Sag energy, this 8 of Wands in reverse, 3 of Wands in reverse, someone here is very dejected. They feel very dejected, rejected, blocked, because Jupiter is, Jupiter is your protection. The Jupiter return in Cancer, depending on the house, okay? Since the 8 of Wands is here again, and we had that 17 reduces to 8, there's something strong here about the Jupiter in the 8th house, okay? Of course, someone could die, okay? Someone could be taken out of this place by choice, or again, with that 3 of Wands in reverse, it's Aries energy, so it can be very quick, right? Something happened very quick. Something could be happening very quick. But the 8th house is transformation. It can be death. It can be things that transform you. And I feel like there's been a lot done, right, that you fought for. That's coming back, hence the robbery energy. You have been able to access spaces of your shadow, like pride and finances and trust, relationships. Right now, if you have been through shadow work or going through shadow work, you know you're where you need to be. If you're not going through that, something's not right. If you are chosen, if you're a starseed, if you are a light worker, you are being pushed into certain aspects that feel almost like, why? Why now? Am I done? It's because you are being forced to integrate any last bits of shadow. Because like we said, the wave is coming and there's no going back after 2027. $2026. So there is this energy here that something, again, you're protected. You've been protected from death in this realm because work needs to be done, or something that died, it just died and is being reborn in a new way. Okay? So whatever has been blocked, it cannot see. It is shut out. And this Wheel of Fortune is over the Queen of Cups and over this new direction. And underneath the Queen of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune is the Three of Cups, okay? Again, like we said, your luck and your commemoration, all of this memory surgence, remembrance is coming back when you take those steps to move toward that which you have fought for. Interaction, friendships, joy, community. There's something here about community or celebration or coming together. Value, all of this is protected. Your babies are protected. Your creations are protected. Your sacral energy is protected. And there's someone, could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Sagittarius karmic energy, Aries karmic energy, that cannot understand this, hopeless, in the barren wasteland where you can't be found, because you are Temperance. You are the alchemist. You are the powerful transmuter. They could not compete. They could not compare. All that is you is all that is there in them, if they allowed themselves to be reflected in your eyes instead of dejected by your soul power and succumbed to the choices of eons. So what is the new direction? What is the new direction? The new direction is the Knight of Wands. So take charge. Messages are coming in, messages are going out. Movement, quick, decisive. Sagittarius energy, okay? This is the energy of passion, okay? As you're charging towards the sun in this new direction, you're bare, you're vulnerable. What needs to be covered is covered. That's why you're protected. But you are moving naked, vulnerable towards your goals. Yeah, and this is what is meant for you. Title card. You're walking in this direction knowing thyself. The title card could represent something that you're gaining, this new position, this position of leadership. a contract, connecting with a divine partner, a home, land, a child. There's something here that connects to you, okay? An aspect, a higher aspect that you're connecting with. What's the Knight of Wands with the new direction? Yeah. Wow. We have the Queen of Swords and we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. As you walk completely vulnerable, there is a discernment about you, okay? The Seven of Swords with the Queen of Swords is resolution. There's no one to blame. It's perfect. The path is clear and it's perfect. There's still some sort of truth or clarity that you're walking toward. You know a lot, but there's something, right, that the Queen of Swords is still seeking. Queen of Swords in the upright position is someone that is very intelligent, makes wise decisions, a leader. Your thoughts, your input is valued. You're walking towards some type of leadership where you are valued, where you are seen, heard, and in some cases even feared. Intimidation, intimidated. Someone could be intimidated by your sharp mind, your sharp wit. But with this Queen of Swords here over the Seven of Swords, I feel like you're going passionately towards your dreams, but you are discerning. You're making decisions, not just based off of your heart, although you are in your heart. You have the Queen of Cups right at the center of your reading. This could be aspects of you and what you're creating that you're protecting as the Queen of Swords. Again, this could be another feminine energy. Yeah. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords. There's some sort of accountability here that the Queen of Swords is seeking, although you're walking down this vulnerable path. It's like you're walking on this vulnerable path, but your heart, your pain, decisions that have led to pain and death, not just your choices, but other choices that ultimately led to a higher version of you and this opportunity that's ahead of you. You're aware of it. You take it with you. It's the end of something as you know it. I feel like this is just like fleeing fighter to new direction. There's something that from the past that's being resolved, but there's also something that is starting that requires discernment, but at the same time an open heart, whether it's a creative endeavor or a connection. You are very much aware of current injustices. There's someone that's doing black magic here with the Magician and the Justice card in the reverse, with the Five of Wands in the reverse, okay? There's an active work from principalities and demonic entities that want to do everything to prevent a twin flame connection or some sort of powerful past life energy, whether it's a reunion with your higher self or your star family, your galactic energies, or this guide that's coming in to train you, right? To give you experience. There's an urgency because time is up, and you're right at this beautiful energy, and you're in that Queen of Swords because the war continues, but especially with all the planets and air signs, the outer planets, it's with the mind. The choices matter going forward. But the battle is fought differently. The battle is fought differently. You have won, and you will continue to win. You're in the skin you're in, but from within, you are brand new. From within, you have risen. You're in the skin you're in, but from within, you have risen. So your sword stays high. Even though the time is nigh. To end where you begun, as you walk up toward the sun. Wow. Ace of Swords, a victory. Made it through the chaos. Because you're strong. Strength. Yes, again, this Cancer Leo energy right now, Mars is in Leo. That's where the fighter energy comes in. This is the strength card over the new direction, the battle with the beast, and you won. The battle with your shadow, and you've begun. It's not a punishment. It's because you are so divine, you are chosen, you are royal, and there are aspects that have to be looked at. They just absolutely can't go through the portal, okay? They absolutely can't go through the portal. And the strength card just represents this passion, the sun, strength, loyalty, leadership, which is what this is all about. Get ready for fireworks. Get ready for the new. Get ready to become the highest, most powerful version of you. And that starts with taking a risk. That starts with a new start. So dig in, get prepared to learn and live and try and connect. Okay? That's what's required of you right now. Okay? The world's in your hands, and you made a decision. You want more? You want to do more? Here's your chance. Okay? So, your divine advice here is number 17, the human gift. Oh heart, what is your excuse for all these blunders? Such loyalty is offered by the beloved, yet so much treason comes from you. Such kindness is offered by the beloved, yet so much defiance and resistance comes from you. Such grace is offered by the beloved, yet so much fault and failure comes from you. Such attraction is offered by the beloved, with sweetness and generosity, yet such jealousy comes from you, with so much doubt and suspicion. Do you bemoan your luck? Do you bemoan your faith? Do you berate yourself, blazing angel, because you have moments where you cannot bring yourself to trust in the love more than you trust in the fear? Do you lament and worry that you could or should be living in greater surrender? And yes, when it's light more precious than when it comes from darkness? When is it trust more admirable? When it is involved and uncertain, yet boldly the faith? Oh, human angel, your path is perfection in the divine sense, not in some artificial absence of struggle, but in the wrestling of darkness and light that ignites the fire within your heart. So rise up now from your darkness and from your doubts and from your admonishments, and let your human self be loved. Even for all the doubt, you are still a cherished one, the great beloved, and always shall be. Be kind to your heart. You may believe it to be weary from doubt and distrust, so much heartbreak and so many agonies, yet still it beats, still it persists with unquestioning allegiance to life. What a grand heart it is, this sacred heart of yours. How can it be worthy of anything other than the tenderness, gratitude, acknowledgement, and appreciation? Do not plague your heart with falsehoods and expectations of some disembodied perfection. The perfection of your heart is that it loves still, even if you try to stop it with some notion of self-protection from future hurts through doubts or fear. Still it loves. It is perfection that it hopes even after despair, that it holds compassion even after experiences of fear. So then, what if they're left to do? What is there left to do but breathe the grandest sigh of relief and allow yourself the essential luxury of peace within? So then, everything is all right, even if at some moments it seems not to be. Still your heart beats in honor of life. The heart can be nourished and coaxed into gentle acceptance of all that is, and the divine sight will become available to you. Yes, sacred sight is what is behind this oracle for you now. Beloved, you are meant to be witnessing something important, something that will make the presence of the divine in your affairs more real to you. It will be something you can come to count on at all times, and in that, gain greater peace and the realization that, yes, it is safe to trust and surrender. Indeed, it is the only safe, sane, and sensible way to live. It is also the most fun way to live, and you are allowed to live this way if you choose. It is not shrinking your duty as a responsible adult. It is not deluding yourself and turning away from the real world. Rather, surrendering is placing responsibility where it is placed best, firmly in the hands of that part of you wise enough to know the great beloved is wiser still, and that your life unfolds according to the great beloved's grace. So for now, take comfort in this oracle just for a moment. Let your heart be honored and loved by you. And imagine that you can crack open a window in the dustiest chamber of your own heart temple to let the light of the divine stream in. You may see the angel reaching to assist you. You may receive the gift of understanding, insight, and revelation. You may feel peace, or you may finally allow your heart to break once more, to shed those old grievances and be free and fresh to live and love again. Or you may quietly realize you are human, you are light and dark, in heaven and earth. What a perfect blend you are of all that can possibly be. You are an extraordinary living divine experiment in the making, and you are sacred, cherished, and loved by the great beloved. So do not fear your fear, but do doubt your doubts with compassion. Let it be and let it go. You are human after all, and your journey is beyond description. Just remember, if you ever are in need of the great beloved, there is a place where sacred Christ is always available to you, in the temple of your heart, with the window cracked open, so that doubt can fly out and love can breathe freely. This oracle comes with special guidance for you. You are or soon will be seeing with greater clarity and insight a situation that has been obscured to you in the past. You may be startled by what you perceive, so much so that you second guess yourself or chalk it up as wild imagination on your part. You're asked to trust in your perception that when they come from the heart, although what you perceive may be darkness, there will be no judgment in it. See what is truthfully there. Be in the compassionate nature of your heart, and you shall also be shown the most graceful way to become clear and free of darkness, either within yourself or within others, as the world shows you those around you. Place your hand on your heart and say the following aloud. I love you. You are strong, brave, and powerful. You are gentle, vulnerable, and inspired. You are truth. You are insight. You are wisdom. You are life. I love you, and you are safe. You are the divine made flesh. You, my precious heart, my precious connection to life. I adore you. Thank you for loving. Let us open the inner window, let this stale emotion out, and breathe in the fresh life now. For you are to be well and thrive according to love's grace and wisdom. I trust in what you know and what you see. In compassion, I honor all perceptions of truth. So be it. Wow. Exactly. Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, you have the strength within to move forward. Yes, you are trusting your heart. Yes, you are trusting your mind. That's the integration that's happening here. Okay? That's the integration that's happening here. As you take these new steps in this new direction, on this new endeavor, get ready for the blessings of Jupiter and the positivity of the sun shining on all that you have fought for. Take the leap of faith. Trust what you see in your heart. You are light and you are dark. This is a time of powerful manifestation, of reciprocity, give and take. The universe wants to give you your every desire. You are being put in a position because you have fought for it, you have earned it. And not only will you flourish, but many around you will. Trust in your heart, Queen of Cups, that you will make the right decision, Queen of Swords, and understand that now is your time, and that you are divine, and that there is a powerful remembrance coming back to you, downloads, union, sacred awareness of who you truly are. Remember, you are the masterpiece and the work in progress. You are powerful with a powerful vision. Remember, it's all about perspective. And I'll leave you with this. Birds do not fly because they have wings, but they have wings because they wanted to fly. The universe will bring you all that you desire when you need it. Final message for Sagittarius placements. Potential outcome. What can they expect moving forward? Show me clearly. Nine of Dice. We have publicity. Number 17, again, producing the 8. 8, 8, 8, all within this reading. Again, just the veil is very thin. Lots of downloads and learning about what you have to trust that you can't see. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sag, Taurus, Aquarius, Aries, karmic energies, Cancer, Pisces, Gemini. There were some karmic Sagittarius energies as well. We also had Leo as a higher aspect in this reading. The Sun, Venus, Neptune, Uranus. But publicity, number 17, 17 weeks from now, possibly. There's a need to resist a coming temptation. Slander or scandal could fall upon the opposition or the resistance. Something about notoriety through jealousy. Something may come out about someone's notoriety through jealousy, or something that, again, a robbery or something coming back, something that was stolen once again. What else? We have vacation. 6 weeks. Remember, time and energy are fluid, so everything's divine timing, but the vacation card speaks about a slight accident or witnessing one. Being mindful of your movement and during travels. An enjoyable vacation with a surprise meeting, and that your desires will be fulfilled soon. One more. And we have Widow. A friend is false, but keep your own counsel. This has something to do with something legal. Someone could be definitely getting divorced, or someone could be finding out again. There's a saying that is said, and it kind of connects around the 8th house, since we have a lot of 8 energy, the house of death or other people's money. I think the quote went something like, a kindness came a kindness came upon someone else's sorrow. A kindness came upon someone else's sorrow. It's just the energy of, like, for instance, like, through the death of someone got an inheritance, or someone loses a job, you get a promotion, that kind of a thing. But someone could be finding out something about why someone became a widow. Someone's friend could be trying to connect with someone who just recently lost someone under false pretenses for financial gain. It also says a dark woman is trying to get you in trouble. Someone could be targeting a divine masculine or a divine feminine for financial gain. There could be someone who is seeking a partnership under false pretenses that are nefarious. And the final card is a trip by water, which correlates to all the Jupiter energy that came through. Lots of movement. The Wheel of Fortune did come through as well. A trip by water will end happily. It doesn't have to be by water. It could be by air. It's just movement. Some sort of movement that you take, right? I did start off by saying the bling energy was a cruise ship on water with fireworks going off. This could be where this spark happens, with this reciprocity, this equal give and take, something that's going to be very beneficial for your new direction, a connection, a voyage with a congenial group, and a long trip in the near future. Now remember, we all know the trip is like the Six of Swords. It's a rite of passage. It could be something, a trip could be leaving this realm. It could be a rite of passage in some way. And then right below that we have money, okay? Be cautious in lending money. Wealth from unexpected quarters. And a meeting very soon about money matters. Guys, I hope this reading was helpful to you. I love each and every one of you. Keep your vibration high. Now more than ever, spread love wherever you go, and know that even in the darkest and coldest night of December, remember that you will be fine. Nothing can stop what's truly divine. Until next time.